Hey guys, it's Krista. I wanted to share with you guys kind of our TTC journey and how we got pregnant. So, I guess I'll start from the very beginning, which is back in July. I had, let's see, my last period was July 31st. And up until that point, for about the last, probably 6 or 7 months, my periods had been getting further and further apart. They were pretty much up to like 52 days apart. And so I knew we might have a little trouble conceiving or kind of figuring out when I was ovulating. But we actually started trying to conceive in August. Like right around, right after that period, and we tried for the whole month of August, and I kind of was getting impatient, and I knew since my periods had been so kind of off that I might want to, start charting my temperature. So I bought a basal thermometer, and I started using that every morning, charting my temperature, and then I also went ahead and ordered some ovulation strips off of Amazon, and I started taking those. So I started doing that the end of August, beginning of September. So for the whole month of September, I was, taking my basal temperature every morning, charting that, and then also doing an ovulation test every day as well. And so for the whole month of September, I didn't get any positive ovulation strips. I didn't get my period, and which I should have got in mid-September if it was going to continue on the 50-day cycle that I had been on. But I ended up not getting a period. So I was kind of freaking out, like, am I pregnant? Why did I not get positive ovulation? And I was taking pregnancy tests, probably once a week because I didn't have my period yet. But, nothing. And so about at the end of September, I ordered this stuff called Fertility, and I'll try to remember to put a link down below so you can go check it out. I can't say if it worked or not for me because I actually only drank 1 cup of it, and then I think it was the next day I actually found out I was pregnant. So, and you can't drink it while you're pregnant. So I have all this Fertility left because I only got 1 cup out of the whole bag, and I bought 2 bags. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but according to my charting, my basal temperature charting, I had like a temperature spike on October 8th, and I thought that maybe, my period was coming because I heard that can kind of spike your temperature, but then after a few days it would go down. And what ended up happening was my temperature spike stayed really high for, a week. And I was like, okay, that's weird, I'm not getting my period, and I just didn't know what was going on. So finally on October 20th, we took a pregnancy test, and it came out positive, and it was just one of those ones, with the 2 little blue lines on it, and it was so faint. I almost threw it away, because, I did the test, and then I let it sit on the bathroom counter for a few minutes, and I came back and looked at it, and I was like, okay, it's negative again, and I picked it up to throw it away, because I thought it was negative, and just like the corner of my eye caught another line. It was so faint, and I just started freaking out, and I went and got Jared and showed him, and he kind of, didn't believe it, because he's like, there's barely anything there, you know, are you sure that's positive? And I was like, yeah, it has to be positive. So we went out and bought a digital test just to be 100% positive, and of course that came back positive, so we were just so happy, and yeah, that's basically it. We are super excited, and my due date is July 1st, so I will be doing weekly pregnancy vlogs that you guys can check out if you're interested, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.